All right, I'm going to talk about these two headlamps, the Ledlenser MH5 and the Ledlenser MH10. I just found a new feature on this that I had no idea existed, and I've had this for a couple years. So I'm going to talk about that here in a second and jump into this video review. So used them for a couple years for different applications, camping, hiking, a lot of hiking in the dark, a lot of shed hunting in the dark. And you think, why would you look for sheds in the dark? That's kind of crazy. I met a guy at the Hunt Expo in Salt Lake a couple years ago, and he's like, I want the brightest lumen headlamp because I'm going to go to Wyoming and do the shed opener, and I want to be able to find sheds in the dark. Because basically, shed opener opens at 12 a.m., so you can shed hunt in the middle of the night, and you'll find sheds with the headlamp. So I started doing that myself, not for openers, but in other units that I know is high deer density, and I found sheds in the middle of the night. So it's kind of crazy, and my friends probably think I'm crazy because I'll go hike till 2 or 3 in the morning, and I do find sheds in the middle of the night. So it works. With this, I really like it for shed hunting because you double tap it and get it up to 400 lumens, and you can use the lens to focus it in, which makes it so you can be really focused at a distance. You can pull out your binos and look and really get a good idea of what's out there. You can glass at night, to the next, you might have like a little flat spot and then like the next little hillside. It's not gonna be, 100 yards out. It might be 50, 60 yards. You can kind of glass around, just get a hint of what's out there. Also, if you see a set of eyes out there in the middle of the night, or you're going into a spot, you could pull out your headlamp and use it in one hand, binos in the other, or just keep it on the top. It's an option. It does articulate pretty well, up and down. I think I got it upside down there. Maybe? No, I had it right. But it will go up and down pretty easily. It does come off it has a little clip there if you wanted to put it on your pocket and use your hands. I think I'm always going to put it on my head, but you never know. Battery's also in there too. It's a rechargeable battery. It can also take a AA battery. Let's see if I can get it in. The clip for it, the charging cord for it is this magnetic charging cord, which is pretty slick. It'll just hop right on there, clip on there. The issue is, like, if I lose this, I'm out of luck, or I need to put in a regular battery. It's kind of nice to have a micro SD charging cord, but this is what they use. It's pretty efficient, works pretty well. It'll blink when it's charging up. The indicator here, green, battery's good. Yellow means it's getting ready to die. So runtime on this thing at max power at 400 lumens, they say 4 hours. I've come close to that a couple times. I've had experiences where, like my friend and I, Rocky, we hiked out to go hunt for elk, scout for elk, and made it to about 1 a.m. in the morning. I'll put a link to this video. It's a pretty crazy video. It started to not do the full 400 lumen, but other than that, it's been pretty solid. I'm able to recharge it when I'm out there on a backcountry hunt with a solar charger or like a power bank, and it works pretty good. Charge it during the day, and I like it. It doesn't take up a lot of space. I don't know how the exact specs on it, how heavy it is, but it's pretty dang good. For this MH10, this one's going to be heavier and bulkier. It has this big battery in the back, but it's going to be 600 lumens instead of 400. And so it's you can do like a lower setting. I'm not sure how many lumens that is, but the high setting is 600. That is bright. And the feature that I did not know existed is that it also has the zoom technology on the front, so you could really zoom in. So this would have been my primary for all these shed hunts at night, on the top or in my hand, because it's 600 lumen versus 400, and it's just gonna be brighter. But same time, this one's done great. This is not one you want to have around camp because you're going to be blinding everybody with it, and no one's going to like you and want to invite you back. So be mindful of that. The other couple features on it does come with a green and red head light. So you can pop it on there, and you can just put it on there. But I've never really messed with the green and red lights. Let me know in the comments if you have. I know there's value in there. In certain cases, the animals don't get as spooked by the color, supposedly. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. A lot of theories on that. The battery life on this is really good. I think it's 10 hours at max power. I know there's a couple of videos out there on YouTube that show, to talk about that and say it's legit. It got a little hot on me once, where we were using it a couple summers ago and it got hot just on the back, but it never happened after that. I'm sorry, not on the back, it got hot on the front, because this has a lot of power going on. So it did get a little warm. This is warm right now, but maybe that's just what comes with the lumens. Other issues I've had, like the battery, at one point, like it just wasn't turning on and off. I put the battery out, put it back in, like just tried different things, it didn't work. I reached out to Ledlenser, they sent me an extra battery. Then in the meantime, I tried it again and it worked. So I have an extra battery and it's working fine, but it was just kind of a little temperamental just that one time. But every other time it's been solid for me. Again, I think the biggest thing is that feature to be able to zoom in and really see what's going on out there. You can really pick up stuff at a distance, which is super nice. And I've been, with friends shed hunting at night, and like these things are money because they're so bright. A lot of times I'll have this on my head and then I'll have this in my hand with that dialed zoom, where I can be looking around looking for sheds, and I'll pick them up. So that's my take on these two products. I'll have a couple links to Amazon for you to check them out if you want more details on specs or if you want to pick one up. Let me know if you have any questions. Stay safe and have a great day. Later.